Hello there gang, Devere here. As I recently did a look at Sylvio 2 on its release date, I thought we'd take a quick look at Sylvio 1. A flawed gem for sure. So option wise are still quite limited, and yes, we still have to navigate using the keyboard and mouse. Well, no mouse, keyboard. So let's just start a new game. I'll jump all the intro and things as usual.
Okay then, let's do this.
And the first thing you'll notice is graphics, of course. Whilst it's fair to say, oh, there's an interesting bug. I've got the gun already. Yes, I was talking about graphics. So, Sylvio 2 didn't exactly look state-of-the-art. This looks positively primitive. Very much definitely indie vibe going on. And some point-and-click vibe going on.
I bet I could pry it open with something.
And it's the same voice actress. Only now she sounds almost catatonic in her interest as to what's going on around her. I think that's a ghost. I go to bed now. So yes, you want to notice we have a jump. This game it tries to be a lot of things. And that unfortunately is one of its problems perhaps. So we've still got the microphone to lead us to our next, to lead us to our next target, or to ghost voices to be found, etc. Yes, we've done that bit, thanks. So it's more of a, try to be a jack of all trades, this game. And here you can definitely see that
I can't get back out that way.
Visually it is nothing special to write home about. But yes, it also has a lot of bugs, I say, a lot of jumping puzzles, and a lot of point and click type elements as well. Ooh, lounge music. And don't forget to wrap up warm on your way home tonight. So yes, I seem to have the gun and some ammunition already. I don't actually pick that up until I get into another couple of rooms from here. Still not to worry, not to worry. No, that's right, we need to find a key somewhere. Let's say it also has combat. If you look at the gun there, it's sort of like an air pump gun powered by insecticide. So that's nice and healthy for us.
Combination locker. They're usually pretty easy to open with the help of a microphone. I think my recording equipment will do fine.
This is actually a Redux version. Apparently you used to have to use the microphone in the old days, but now you just hold down E to hear a click. Then release and hold it down again. So this is, again, not much in the way of hand holding. You sort of have to just... There are... Once you start finding things later on, there will be icons to follow. So this with Sylvio 2 is much more about following the story around. This one is very much trying to be a lot of things. I say, trying to do jumping elements, combat elements. More adventure orientated, that's for sure. In a traditional point and click sense, find object, interact object. As we'll see shortly enough, combat. Probably not something that was missed from part 2, that's for sure.
Someone's been here recently. That's a lit cigarette. Oh, And another locker.
See, now I pick up the gun.
Looks like it's powered by this spray can. I wonder where the ammo is.
We've got ammo. Hello. Oh, it won't let me in there. Yes, the game does have some bugs and issues. Some of them are related to the aforementioned jumping platforming I alluded to. There are places where you can jump yourself and get completely stuck in the map and then have to reload. Luckily it's checkpoint based saves, so anytime you achieve something there is a checkpoint.
There's a locked hatch on the floor.
And
This
here's
must
the
have been the storage for when the family park was up and running. I wonder what it's used for nowadays.
So and here's the other issue with the gun, as we call it, a gun. You have two types of ammunition. These little things here are for knocking things over. Don't think we can do it yet, which is needed to progress in the game. And the sharp type looking up. Yeah, see about bugs. I just want all of the nails, thank you. And there's our microphones. We've still got the... Sure, it should be something. So eventually we get this car, so our mission at the moment is to fix the car. Right, you'll see that's approaching us, so it's a bit like a motion meter. Somewhere here we've got a ghost, which sometimes... Ah, there he is. Oh. And now of course we've got the game's main mechanic. So first of all you select your page you want to decode, then you have to press E to get it on, and then D and A for back and forwards, and W to speed it up, and S to slow it down. So yeah, so that was combat, and now you can see some of the things we need to recover start popping up. So yes, it tries to do a lot, but it does have a lot of bugs and issues. It's again no hand holding. There are sometimes you'll just be, what the, how do I, scratching your head, especially some of the later levels can be a bit more complex. And so also, I don't know if I mentioned it, the gun is, if you'll notice there's a little dial on it, it's pressure based. So here we are in a game seeking out ghosts to talk to. We can drop any amount of distance, but God forbid we don't have proper air pressure mechanics in our gun, because it is, as your gun gets lower on pressure, it won't fire as far or as well. Right, let's just get a few of these. But I really wish it would pay attention, game. I'm picking up from that one. Thank you. Yes. So this is definitely a rough gem. Now where was we going to go? And so eventually when you get the car, again it alludes to it's kind of a free roam, but it's still pretty linear in all honesty. The music's pretty decent, the audio's good. Again, like Sylvio 2, it's still very... see now I'm... Oh, come on! Come on, do the recording. So there's still a lot of waiting around decoding things, unfortunately. Where's that? No, maybe not. That's what we're after, I think. There we go. I mean, there's a fair amount of game here. It's going to take you about 8 hours to complete. Give or take. There's a lot of various areas. Oh, and these are what you're collecting, these little strips of things. So yes, it's really an issue of, does it try to do too much without really doing anything too well? Yeah, there's probably some truth to that. As I say, a lot of bugs and issues. Sometimes forcing you to restart the level. See here, it's just not picking up the ammo I'm telling it to. So yeah, the 2 types of ammo, one for knocking things over, like later on we get to knock that wheel down there. And it can be very frustrating. Let's get some new. That's how you recharge your weapon. They could have done with just maybe sticking to one type of ammo, because sometimes you'll get caught with a ghost, especially as those little ghosts can blindside you straight out of a wall. That one we were going to... No, it wasn't. It was... So yes, as I say, no hand holding. Can I pick anything up? Got anything in our briefcase? No. Anything to find? But yes, the shooting mechanic feels very unreliable. Even when you've got the right type of ammunition, try to knock something down. Sometimes you'll take multiple shots and it'll finally decide that you've hit it. It'll often leave you thinking, am I on the right track here? 'Cause I don't think I can get that tyre off sooner at the moment. So yeah, sometimes you get caught with the wrong ammunition. And then there's also some boss battles, for want of a better word, when you have to fight a big humanoid figure. And the best idea, if you can get to space, is just circle strafe them. So the combat certainly is something that I did not miss in Sylvio 2, that's for sure, as it is very roughly implemented. So this was Sylvio 1. Definitely rough gem. Is it a good game? I liked it. I enjoyed it. But it does have a lot of issues and rough edges. Now, let's see. Button up there. Where would that be in relation to us? Maybe it was down this way. I expect a lot of moments like this. I say sometimes you've got to figure out a way to jump across an area, and sometimes you'll have to find something in the level to make a platform. So it does attempt to do a lot. It's nice to see an indie game that genuinely tries. Was it a platform? No, I'm pretty sure that's later on. So I mean, you can explore around the island when you get through, but it's not really an open world exploration. You go from place to place, a bit like in Sylvio 2. Solve the particular haunt. I don't know if it's a haunting is the right word, but you solve what needs to be done there. Oh, hang on, I remember. My lack of exploration here is hindering me somewhat.
This entrance is shut tight, but I bet a car could drive through it. I mean, if I can't find any other way out.
Also, you'll sometimes get jammed on the graphics a bit. Oops, just a little bit too eager there. Now we can progress. So yes, it definitely deserves its title of rough gem. It is a genuine indie game. It does try to give you a lot for your money, but sometimes just thanks to the ropey shooting mechanics and the terrible idea for 2 different ammunitions, as well as the fact that sometimes you'll have the wrong type of ammunition set up. You do find ammunition boxes that you can keep in your inventory, but it's, again, a lot of busy work for no real reason. And lots of decoding of things. Raining. So I think we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. This was Sylvio 1. Definitely, if you can live with the rough edges, the game has a lot to offer. And so this particular video so far has been very bugged. But yeah, so
hospital bed.
it does try to do a lot for your money. Alright, we'll leave it. Yes, so she's even more catatonic sounding than in Sylvio 2, the voice actress. But it has a sort of charm to it. So yes, we'll conclude our dealings here, gang. This was Sylvio. Definitely attempts to do a lot, has a few issues in delivering it. That's a fair summation. But again, it's only a tenner, and I think there's now a bundle, so if you buy the Sylvio 2 and 1 together, it's a bit cheaper. So that's always nice. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful or interesting in some way. And as ever, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know that you're alive. And I shall see you all next time. Bye now.